Okay, so welcome everybody to yet another daily dose of swipe. If you're new to this channel, you're probably a copywriter or a marketer or an advertiser or somebody who has something to do with this field, right? Because you wouldn't watch this. The title is too niche. What we do here is, by the way, I'm Samir. You don't need to know about me. Fuck that shit. What we do here is break down long form, short form, all sorts of copy so that we can extract the principles that our competitors and industry leaders use in their sales assets, and extract those principles, implement onto our own strategies, synthesize everything, and build and see and just try to make a whole hell of a lot more money, right? You need to keep up with what's happening in the space, and you need to keep your mind in a, let's say, in a copy frame. You need to eat, sleep, and I don't know what, repeat copy all day. If you're willing to get good at this shit, if you know you know if you know, right? um and sometimes we break down long form, 2 hour breakdowns. Sometimes we just do a short email breakdown like we're doing today, but you gotta show up every day. So without further ado, let's get down with the breakdown. Wasting too much of my time, and I'm kind of busy with my own like webinar launch with my current client. So I'm just gonna sum up the whole thing. Now we're gonna move on. Sometimes, like, yeah, I have 2 hour breakdowns if you want to go there and watch. Was like the Manhattan Project funnel. That was a kick-ass copy. We broke down an entire 2 hour funnel. We also broke down the copy for it. I talked about all sorts of sponsorship funnel and shit. So go out there and watch that video first, if you want. If you don't want, let's get ahead with the video. Now, whenever I talk about this stuff, whenever I try to break down or do my breakdowns, I don't like to talk about the environment, because this is the most important stuff. Who is seeing who, the quality of person, your list quality, your the people who are landing onto your page, or the people who are opening your reading your copy. That shit matters hell of a lot more than just the copy itself. Because if you do not know who you're talking to, your copy is not gonna convey the message, the sales message, or the offer in a tangible way that's gonna that the reader will understand. In generally speaking. So yeah, so the source matters, the market sophistication, what claims the market already knows, what does the market already know. Market awareness, like how aware are they? Are they unaware? Are they product aware? Sorry, are they unaware? Are they problem aware? Are they solution aware? Are they product aware? Are they most aware? You need to know that shit. Okay, your copy and your offer is the 60 is your copy is only like the 20% of the job. 40% of it depends on your offer. 40% of it depends on the traffic. If both of these are fucked, your copy ain't gonna do shit. The copy is more like a bridge between the offer and the what the fuck the traffic. So yeah, that shit matters more. So let's go, and today we have an email breakdown from Jeff Nippard. I like the subject line. Hello, cool, right? So let's talk about the environment of Jeff Nippard. Now Jeff Nippard is this huge creator who has been around for, I don't know, the past decade. But anyways, he's huge. He has millions of followers across all social media platforms, and he has his own courses and courses, right? I believe he does not sell one-on-one coaching because it's just not higher leverage for him. The higher leverage stuff for him is to keep on making more content, because that's what fueled his growth anyways, and do brand deals, and maybe funnel people into his um, scalable coaching courses rather than program. Because like this makes sense only if you have huge following, organic traffic, and also you can leverage paid ads, because he leverage paid ads to funnel traffic to the landing pages of his products. So he's a huge creator, and he talks about the scientific stuff, right? Scientific stuff about building your body. You do it naturally also. And he attracts the kind of the gym bros, or people who like to optimize their health, personal trainers, um guys who want to do some form of competition, or guys who just want are passionate about bodybuilding and stuff like that. Because um, yeah, that's the whole. His market knows about the claim, right? So you cannot send random ass emails talking about how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. No, this is like a different sort of channel. Of course, those principles could apply. It's not that I don't mean, but we're doing something long term, and with a huge brand like that, you need to be around for a long enough time. And he also does brand deals, which for that he gets a lot of money from YouTube AdSense. Then he does has his own brand deals. Then he has his own courses and coaching. He's making good money. Probably I'd say 500 grand a month, more or less. I don't know, it could be 200, 300, but he's probably in multiple 100 grand per month. If he wasn't, I'd be shocked, hell of a shocked, because creators with what like 10K, 20K sometimes hit 100 grand months. So why not him? Yeah, as I said, the market is very sophisticated. They know about all sorts of claims out there, blah blah blah. The bodybuilding, you cannot sell them the usual, lose fat, gain muscle, blah blah blah. No, that is not this is not that kind of traffic. These people train scientifically. They are interested and passionate about bodybuilding. They um what else could we add? Hmm, they love that falls on the passion. They want yeah, they do the whole scientific. They go through the scientific route of bodybuilding. They want to keep it natural. Maybe they want to learn the lessons that Jeff teaches with his content, and maybe they want to transmute that to their respective clients if we're talking about personal trainers. And the another like market awareness I wanted to talk about is not awareness. We're gonna get awareness stages, but another we're gonna get to that in a second. But the market itself, like, think about this: looks maxing and body maxing, physique maxing. This has been a norm for the. This has been pushed heavy, like heavy, since the Jordan Peterson days, which was fueled by Hamza and his cult leader Hamza, and the whole looks maxing space in the black pill space, the skyrocketed during the lockdown or some shit. I don't know why that was the case. Now, right now with Instagram, Chico Lachowski, and complete like huge amount of like black pill stuff, or let's say this dating game and all sorts of stuff, the controversial stuff. Um, Andrew Tate. So you see a lot of people transition to, like, a lot of young guys mainly, because that's what I believe the majority of his target audience is young, because he himself is kind of young. And these are broke, by the way. You can expect it to make huge amount of money with one-on-one, but let's not assume that. Let's not go to that. He could not. Let's not talk about that shit. This led to huge, like, numbers of young men, probably between the ages of 13, 14 to 28, 29, 30, probably, to go hit the gym and do some muscle stuff so that they actually look good. Because where do you start with looks maxing? Your physique, right? You what do they say? You go hit the gym and then you take care of skin. That stuff does not matter because we're talking about Jeff here. So you go hit the gym. Now, yeah, a lot of guys change, and a lot of guys are lazy asses. They do not even go to the gym. I don't want myself go to the gym because I don't want to be a gym bro or something like that. I'm just not interested. I just want a normal physique. That's all. Maybe an abs or two, but I just want a minimal body. It's not about me, by the way. So yeah, I'm not gonna see to the camera because I have to think. I can't think when I see straight to the camera. So okay, I don't care if we do not have eye contact. Um, where were we? Yeah, a lot. There was a huge, surplus, surplus, that's the right word. Surplus, and all these young folks joining the gym, and Of course, like the many majority of them just stayed at home lazy asses. We're not able to afford either. We're not able to afford gym, or we're just too lazy, or they're not. Now a percentage of those people stuck to that, and maybe they're now to a point, where they're not seeing gains. They plateaued. Is what I mean to say. Now and then, like they either plateaued or they're just in their bulk phase, their cut phase, or something like that, and then they're watching his content. Right now, they're watching Jeff Nippard. Probably they started watching earlier on, but you get the whole essence, right? Of what I'm trying to say. Yeah, bulk phase, cut phase, and what muscles to work on so that you get maximum gains. What foods, what nutrition, like what foods should you eat for maximum gains, for bulking, for cutting, for what steroids should you use, like stuff like that. Or I don't think steroids you use is a nice topic. I don't think he ever made a video on that. But just like what exercise you need to train and stuff like that, right? Because there's so much to fitness. It's not just lose fat, build muscle, stay happy for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's simple. Yeah, but we love to overcomplicate things, don't we? But that is the whole thing, right? There are nuances. You need to train a certain muscle. You want your this muscle to pop. Maybe your body will you want to be a competitor or something, and you watch his videos. Okay, I'm going in depth in this side because this shit matters more than the word itself. I'm trying to qualify who is reading this. Okay, so there's one part that's market sophistication. Market sophistication. I don't know how to pronounce that. So that is market sophistication. This market is very sophisticated. They know about all sorts of claims out there. They've been through they're in the whole space. They watch content from probably Greg Doucette and other Olympians. These are guys who want to be like do natural stuff, and they want scientific help. Like they want they they want to implement whatever they're trying to implement, but it has to be backed by data, which Jeff does. Jeff, he reads all these reports, tries to implement it, and implements it, uses it, and see and just um, like a crusader. He goes out there, hunts for the information, applies it, sees some results, uh, gathers what results he's achieved, and filters out what he did not achieve, and just presents out there as an informative piece in his content, right? And that is why people watch him, for his authenticity and for his researches. More like Jeremy here, but way better, I guess. Okay, that's the whole sophisticated market sophistication summary. Now let's talk about the market awareness. Like, how aware are these people opening this? They are probably we can't say they're unaware. Of course, like the subject line targets unaware audience as well. It targets all the audience. Is it okay to cheat? Like whenever you see is it okay to cheat, okay, that's a good subject line. But on the left hand side, you see his name, Jeff Nipper. Now you understand that is it okay to cheat? Cheat in this case does not mean cheating on your partner. Cheat in this case means cheating on your diet, cheating on your workout, or something like that, right? Probably. So yeah, it targets unaware audience, but people are in his list, so they're pretty aware. They're aware that he's damn it, that he's gonna sell his products, he's gonna do some brand deals, he's gonna blah blah blah. So they're kind of product aware as at this point as well. But if they recently joined it, they're not gonna get this message. They're gonna probably get some welcome email or something like that. But let's assume that it's not the case because I've not been through his funnel for a long time. So okay, philosophical question that's very relevant. See how not see how I see how I haven't turn this headline into a template or something like is it dash to dash like something that's cringe. You should not look at headlines like that. The only job of your headline is to get them to open. If it can do that job, then it's probably whack. And yeah, you should have the templates and resources for or templates or frameworks to get them to open. But you can leverage that around all times, and it is just boring too. So yeah, I don't try to do that when I try to break down that stuff. So I'm kind of unsure about the market awareness, which is a bad thing. Yeah, I should be, but I'm just assuming because I've been in his list for a long time. I'm assuming that this is for people who are, problem aware, solution aware sometimes, and just want to learn more stuff. Who are problem aware, solution aware, somewhere between those. Yeah, and sometimes unaware as well because you're not unaware of about the problem. I know you can only find that out if you open his emails, right? And most aware audience are only those audience who have bought products from him, so they probably gonna get a whole different bunch of emails via segmentation and shit. I'm not gonna dive into that. If you know, you know. It's like segmentation, tagging, and shit like that. Um, Product aware, yes, as I said, they could be product aware. They know what products he has for sale, and they too know like what the the solution. They are solution aware. They just need to know what if his product solves the problem, and they too know if like what they're doing is a problem, meaning like they could be training a certain muscle a certain way, which is not actually training that muscle, and which in turn is harming their looks and their aesthetics, which is the underlying emotion, right? They want to look good, they want to be accepted by the society, um, and they want to be proud of themselves and something like that. There's a deep underlying emotion to fitness, right? They want to because they've been treated like a star from a very young age. They want to see themselves as perfect. The whole looks maxing thing. It's how what has it done? It's just you know portray the inner insecurities men had. It just pointed it out. Like everybody knew. It's just revealed that you know and there could be multiple different reasons, like as for why a guy wants. Now we can like it's subjective, so we can use this specific example of them being treated as a star, as a while they were a kid, and they want to now see themselves perfect and something like that. Yeah, that's one of those. Sometimes like I'm not gonna talk about that. Could be kind of controversial. Anyways, you get the whole sense, right? There could be huge amount of traffic, like people all the way from unaware to product aware. Now, why is that the case? Well, like that is the case because you haven't done any segmentation. You don't have any warm up nurture sequences, so you don't know who is reading this. This will be a age. That's why like simple segmentation matters. If you like you don't have to like jerk off to Miro boards and segmentation like if this and if this they're gonna get this tag, but you need basic. You need to know the demographics and the psychographics. What country are they from? What country are they from? And you don't even have to do this in the emails itself because it's hard, right? You just have to do that in the opt-in page. Like just add Google tags in your opt-in page. That way you'll know all these people who are landing onto your page. That way you can make a rough estimation. Of course, it's better to have custom segmentation for the ages and shit, but it complicates the whole thing, and you should not do that. Uh, if that's not a necessity. Okay, there's that. And the other like another case to add on because I just don't know. That is also another possibility. It's that I'm not aware of it. I've not been through the funnel. So there's that. As for the traffic source, now what could be the traffic source? The people who get funneled into his newsletter are probably people who watch the content so organic, and people who land into his product page from the ads and then click on the people who buy his they're gonna be assigned let's say like he runs Facebook, he runs ads in general, right? if he runs ads to this, um, let's say a page, and if somebody buys this product, he's gonna the that guy is gonna be added into the CRM, customer relationship management, meaning he can send him more of the stuff, right? He can send him more, because now that he's a buyer, he bought a 50 bucks course, he can sell him a $700 course, upsell him, right? There's that part, but I'm just trying to say that this guy could be added into the CRM as well, meaning like all the emails just collectively stand into one, into like go into his newsletter tag or something, and he sends email to all of them. Ads, right? And cold emails, probably not. Is there an appointment setter on his Instagram DMs? I don't know. We'd have to check that. Is he doing partnership deals, meaning like collaborating with other creators and funneling traffic into his website or his newsletters? Could be the case. As I said, I still don't know, which is a problem on my end. I should probably focus on that. Yeah. So that's all the bigger picture that you need to focus on. Now let's dive into the sauce, actual copy itself. Is it okay to cheat? Now, reframing the same headline. I've gone on record saying that incorporating some cheating in your dumbbell rows might help you build a thicker back. At the same time, there was no research to support or refute my position. Okay. Now it's gonna flow like a conversation, by the way. And I don't think he has copywriter or something, because he usually sends junky paragraphs. So even if he does send this himself, you know that the people are gonna open it regardless, because Jeff Nippard is a good brand, and he sends me valuable email. You don't need a kick-ass copywriter to get huge click rates. You just don't. It's just how it is, because he has huge organic presence. I've gone on record. So see like how conversational this is. I've gone on record. At the time there was no research to support me. Of course he's awareing them about the making them, giving the context, right? This is also one of the frameworks I forgot. Like give them context, validate their pre-existing desires, present a problem, then agitate, then solution. It's just a variation of PAS, problem, agitation, solution. Now there is, thanks to a study. By the way, he like really sends people to his his what was the name of his subscription service? I forgot. 2 week free trial it had. Now he just sends people to research papers. Like he is not making hell of a lot more money, because he just does not want to. It's okay. I mean, some people just want to send newsletters. Now there is, thanks to a study I have conducted with Brad Skinfield and his team at Layman College. Now proof, right? Let's say claim and proof. In our experiment, untrained participants did 2 exercises: single arm dumbbell curl and single arm cable push down. See, like market awareness, as I talked about. He's going to use terms that the average beginner does not, because it's just the type of people he has in his CRM. They use textbook technique with one arm and use some momentum with other. Summary of the experiment. The biceps and triceps grew roughly by the same amount regardless of how strict or loose their form was, but there's a catch. The participants used roughly half as much weight when using strict form. You can take away two different lessons. For beginners, it's better to use strict form. You'll get the same results. Now you can say that beginners are also in CRM. It's better to use strict form. You'll get the same result with less risk of injury or looking like a meathead. But for more advanced lifters, it sometimes makes sense to use heavier weights with looser form, as long as you can maintain tension in the muscles you're targeting. See you all next week. Lane value. Okay, this It's just a value email. Maybe I should name that. So there's a pictorial representation which we forgot to address. So yeah, that's all there is. Sometimes yeah, these are the kind of emails that he generally sends out, and this is probably a research paper or his video. Okay, it's his video. So come on, man, pause the fucking video. So you see, right? He funnels traffic to his long form. This is a let's say this is a short form. He funnels traffic to a long form. Why is this not loading? Lol, this is a fucking video from 5 years ago. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so yeah, my fundamentals. I okay, so email, long form, long form value, probably some CDA at the end. Check out my blah 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 blah. Check out more of my valuable content. But here are. But if you want, okay, so very bad funneling people. So Jeff Nippard, but this does not matter because if the traffic has been warmed up enough, they're just gonna go surf through this programs by themselves and um, then buy. So you see, these are like just low ticket ones, and people are just gonna be cross sold if they buy one program. They're just gonna be cross sold to another one, and maybe they do like BFCM deals. There's no like expensive programs. It's just low ticket. Everything is low ticket. There's no high ticket stuff. They're just it's just not going through the high ticket route, which makes sense if you have huge traffic. Because take a look at Danko. He does not do like what long form. I'm sorry, he does not do like one-on-one stuff, right? He is busy building his own SaaS. um it's the same way with celebrities. Like they're not doing one-on-one coaching or something like that, right? For celebrity, and that does not make sense. Like even if let's say J. Cole was to get like go to the info space, like get on hop on the info space, he definitely would not do one-on-one mentorships. Like he wouldn't go high ticket. He'd just make a community and do a community poster shit, and people will still pay for it. It's just what it is, right? But that I hope that makes sense because you have higher leverage as a huge creator to to direct all of that huge traffic you have to something low ticket where you do not have to put in huge amount of efforts, and it can sustainably and consistently grow itself and just maintain the MRR every month, and you would have to do the bare minimum. Of course, you should not scam people, but you can get away with doing the bare minimum. And what now, this is the problem with most creators these days. They want to go through that route, and they want to do the minimum, the bare minimum, and just hope that their MRR like the skyrockets out of nowhere. The school community just pops up. Let's not use school. The community just pops up out of nowhere. That shit ain't happening for you because it takes a lot of time and effort to build an audience so huge. You give value long enough so that when you ask, people are gonna buy like crazy. That is the whole route. I learned it from Hormozy. This is what he's doing, right? He's just giving more value, but when it's time to ask, he asks as well. He wants people to join his his low ticket community. As I said, it makes sense, low ticket like, products and communities, because he does not have to do much task and fulfilling. I heard I went through the Reddit and he had some bad reviews for the product, but does not matter. People are gonna buy that shit anyways. So as I said, you should not focus on scamming people anyways. Yeah, that's about it. You need to understand the bigger picture, bigger scheme of things if you're in the info space, because your copy is only going to matter to an extent. If you're not a doctor, if you're not like a doctor, of course you don't need to be a doctor. You are not going to understand what the bottlenecks of a business are, and you're going to be focusing on the wrong things. Your opt-in rate is fucked up. Let's say your opt-in rate has like what 5% conversion rate. Ain't no way you're saving the business by writing more emails. Nah, you need to know the all of the bottlenecks. You need to be everything marketer, right? So I hope you got some value out of it. And I don't know, I want, besides my videos, I don't want them to be long, but they still end up being 30 minutes over. I just guess it's just in my blood to give more value. Anyways, yeah, that's DDOS number 30, what, 41, 42 for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Just tell me if you want to see some folk kind of videos. I just try to do my bare minimum and just show you guys how what I've learned, basically. What I learned, you could already know about it, you could not. Anyways, I get to be more articulate with my thoughts. I get to practice, speaking to a camera, and just my skills in general, because you can say from my accent that English is not my native language. So yeah, I mean, of course, you could tell that I am wasting my time, but I don't think it's a time well spent, and I actually enjoy doing these, by the way. So it's something fun for me. I don't know what else I'd be doing. Like, yeah, life gets boring when you get lost in the process. I'm sorry, like other things get boring when you get lost in the process of whatever you're doing. Enough yapping. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. I don't know. That is how people end their videos, right? Yeah, peace out.